Yeah, I think it's a sign of just really where we're at as a team. I think we're playing in this series here for a reason, and that's because of our depth, and we have many people that have contributed to this point at different times. So, that's what we need. I think obviously there's a lot of chunks of this game here today that weren't very good for us. But the fact that we survive that and find a way to come out with a win here, not unlike the last two series where we've played at home ice and had to chase the game a little bit and find a way, is ugly for sure, but we're up one and we're going to take it. Well, to me, it just felt like we weren't sharp. I think all I can attribute that to is the layoff. And we have to give credit to the other team as well. That's a good team. And it's been a while here now, not just because of the layoff, but also the way that the last chunk of games have gone for us. They haven't been like that, frankly, as competitive, as tight. The scores in our games have been real tight, but the play I don't think has been that tight. We haven't had a team push back on us that hard. So that's a credit to them. So they're, certainly a lot of it would go to them in terms of what they did to us today. But the fact, again, we found a way to win, and I expect we'll be a whole lot better tomorrow. Yeah, no doubt. He made big saves, I thought, throughout the game, frankly. Even though I'm sure he doesn't want to let 5 in today, and wants some of those back, I thought there's key saves at big times that allow them not to really build their lead and really take momentum. I know they got up by 2 there in the second period, but we gave up some breakaways. They got him behind us, and he made some saves there for us. So good on him. And he was another guy that I expect will be a whole lot better tomorrow. Yeah, I think so. At the same time, I think Marty's another guy that didn't have his best game today. Talked to him after. He didn't feel great about his game today. I know it was a huge goal, and I'm happy to see him score a goal like that. But I just thought our defense fought it a lot today. Again, credit to them for applying pressure on us. But, Marty's been huge for us all season. That's a big goal for us. He gives us a lot of big minutes, and another guy will be a whole lot better tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think there was any surprises. We watched a lot of their games in all 3 series. We spent time watching them, had a lot of different reports in all 3 series that they've played. So we expected they're going to be a good team. I think the biggest difference from them and the teams we've played previously is just the 4 lines in 60. They're just like us. There's no shifts off. They're coming all the time. So that's a different feel from what we've had. We've been able to really establish ourselves in games and really take over. It's going to be a lot harder for us to do that in this series, and we found that out tonight. But we were expecting that coming in. But it's a whole other thing to get out on the ice and play against it. Because as I say, I don't think we've been pushed that hard here of late. I have no thoughts on that whatsoever. Nothing could be more insignificant. Sorry, did you say on a particular line? Well, I just thought the game's played a lot tighter. Whether it's their gap control or their back pressure, things are tighter out there, not as much space through the neutral zone as we've been able to play with. And that line's really had a lot of success coming through the neutral zone. So the game today, I think, challenged them to have to adjust a little bit, and I thought they failed to do that. And then just their execution was just off. They were just not sharp. Perhaps, like I say, we could maybe attribute that to the time off. But I know, again, just going around the room after the game and talking to each guy, all 3 of those guys were well aware that they weren't very good today. So the fact that some of our best people weren't very good and we're up 1-0 in the Calder Cup Finals is a great sign for us as a team. But we know we're in for a fight here, and we're going to have to be a lot better. Yeah, I never get worried with this team. We feel good about our group. We feel good about the fact that we have the ability to get better through games, and with our depth, that we always feel like the best is yet to come. Um, so I was confident. Like I said, we've been in this position before. What we felt through this game, I look at that Lehigh Valley series and the 2 home games that we played here. We were trailing and chasing the game in both of those games and found ways to get on top. Obviously, we don't like getting down 2. That's a big hole for us. We get a massive goal at the end of the second period there to give us a little bit of life going in the room. But again, just a credit to our guys to remain resilient and get out and get after a win. Really just doing the things we've done all season long. Our staff takes incredible care of our players, and our players have a high level of discipline and commitment to taking care of themselves, whether that's leading up to today, knowing what's ahead, or after today and refueling and getting their rest and all those kind of things. So we've dealt with this all season long. I think that's a huge part, frankly, of why we were so good in the regular season, especially as we played on the road. Our guys take real good care of themselves, so I have no concerns there. I got a lot of confidence we'll be better tomorrow. I thought, especially as the game really got going, I thought the Gauthier line was one that every time we put them on the ice, it seemed like good things really happened for us. And that line spent a lot of time in the offensive zone. And I felt when they were out there, it's when we could start to see Texas wearing down a little bit, especially in that third period. So that was a line I thought was real solid for us in terms of just holding on to pucks, maintaining possession for us, and giving our other lines a chance to come over the boards in a favorable position. I thought we chased the game for a lot of it today. A lot of shifts ended in our end. We had a lot of face-offs in our own zone. So that's tough sledding for a team, and that's something we've got to improve upon. But I thought that Gauthier line tilted the rink for us in that way. I missed the tail end of your question there, but was it the reason for it was just simply because we wanted a right-handed face-off guy there. Mueller's been lights out for us, especially on that side. So that was really it, just trying to get a favorable draw guy. Well, I didn't know that. I just know that it felt like that Lehigh series. We're always having to come from behind and find a way to win. We just talked about that we've been in this position before. As I say, we have a lot of confidence in our team. I have a lot of confidence in our players. I knew that we weren't playing our best. We tried to talk about some of the things we thought were hurting us and working in their favor. Tried to focus on cleaning that up, but I've got a lot of confidence in our group that we are going to find a way, be it today or within this series. I knew that we were going to have a lot left to give, and fortunately enough for us, we found a way to get on the right side of it. Well, we got to win, so I'm happy with that, and I was generally happy. Once we get that huge power play goal, I didn't think we gave up a lot after that. I thought we took care of that pretty well after that fact. Obviously, don't like we gave up the lead previous to it, but again, that's a real good team. They've been resilient all season long, and that's why they're playing here. We've been a resilient team all season long. That's why we're playing here. So it's a good hockey game.